Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hot Zone. I'm your host, Jason Robinson, and in the Hot Zone today, we have got the talented and beautiful actress, Miss Gabrielle Union. We're going to speak to her today about her acting career and about the season premiere of her hit show on Fox, LA's Finest, coming Monday, September 21st. All that and more, so stay tuned, because you're in the Hot Zone.
Yo, you see that new show with the Disney girl? The teens are crazy, and there's like a baby drug dealer with neck tattoos. And then the girl has a friend that does like the webcam.
And welcome back to the Hot Zone. We are joined by the ultra-talented actress, Miss Gabrielle Union. Welcome to the Hot Zone, Gabrielle.
Thank you for having me back. I'm glad I didn't wear out my welcome.
How are you and the family doing during this whole, crazy COVID-19 quarantine lifestyle that we're leading? How are you and the family doing and holding up?
As good as we possibly can.
Yeah.
We realized pretty quickly that it wasn't going to be as short as they were saying. We tried to adapt the whole family into the new normal as quickly as possible. So we got into our testing protocol, and we had to make sure that we created a quarantine pod of all of our business partners and their families, and just trying to figure out how to stay productive in this new normal. But we try to give each other grace and try to stay as positive and encouraging as possible.
I always have this question for couples. So during the quarantine time, did it bring you and Dwayne closer together, or some days did it come and you say, oh my God, I'm gonna need some space?
It actually brought us closer, and we're pretty close to begin with, but
That's cool.
a lot of other couples that we are familiar with, they were getting annoyed with that much together time.
A lot of couples were breaking up and divorces were going.
Yeah, or just being like annoyed at all times. It was like, for the longest, like one long fun sleepover.
Yeah.
Like with somebody I get to have sex with. So that was like awesome. And we're like best friends. It was time for him to go and do his job on TNT and to, cover basketball. So they had him physically go to Atlanta. So he would be in Atlanta half the week, and it was like, good
Lord, get a break, right?
I need to miss you for a minute.
Well, they say distance makes the heart grow fonder, so.
It did. I just needed a couple days to just, have a little bit more me time and not have like shared space at all times. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was what we needed.
When did you first realize that, you was interested in acting?
I wasn't really interested in it. I was in school. I was taking the LSAT, not doing well.
That's a hard test. Come on, man.
And I was just taking the practice test, and I was not doing well at all. Yeah. And I got an internship at a modeling agency as office help, so I could get 4 more units at UCLA, try to finish faster because I was paying for school myself. Okay. And very quickly from my internship, they were like, would you ever consider modeling, acting? And I was like, no, because that's not a real job. And then they were like, well, you can make $120 a day modeling. And I was like, I'm sorry, come again? I was the book buyback supervisor at UCLA, and I was only making $6.16 an hour. Wow. And I was like, I could get $120 a day? Oh, I'm Naomi Campbell. Oh, God, yeah. I wanted to pay off my student loans. Okay. And I was like, well, eventually somebody's going to figure out I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And they did. But it took a few years. It took a few years. And then after it like became more of a challenge and I was booking bigger things, I was like, I kind of want to be better at this. Yeah. I don't want to suck. I don't want to feel like a fraud. And so then I took it seriously. But I was probably a few years in. Yeah. Before I was like, maybe I should take a lesson on what I'm doing.
You had the natural talent. You just perfected it with your lessons.
Sure.
Your first breakthrough role was Bring It On. How important was getting that role for your career?
I wanted Sugar and Spice, which was the cheerleading bank robbing movie, but they didn't want to go black on any of the characters. And there were like 117 characters and they didn't want any of them to be black. Bring It On was just the job I got because I didn't get the job I wanted. And nobody saw it coming, that it was going to be 20 years later, still, you know, super relevant and still such a beloved, you know, cult classic. None of us saw that. Right. It's like, did the check clear? Okay, great, you know. Yeah.
Is there going to be a reboot or a sequel to Bring It On, I heard? Is that true?
We are all in. Me, Kirsten Dunst.
Nice.
Yes, the director, Peyton Reed, Jessica Binger, the writer. Okay. Yeah, so we're all committed and we're all ready to dive into like, what is this? What is the story going to be? Where are we going to set it? How are we going to do this? But yeah, we're all committed to doing it.
Tina did say that she boxed up a bunch of Jen's stuff and put it in storage unit.
I guess we shake some boxes and see what we find.
Let's talk about LA's finest. The season is on Monday, September 21st on Fox, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell us all about the show and tell us about the character you play.
I play Sid Burnett, who you last saw 20 or some odd years ago, Bad Boys 2, being saved by her brother and her lover, played by Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. And fast forward 20 years, she is at LAPD under mysterious circumstances, because remember, she was a DEA agent in Bad Boys 2, and now she's a detective at the LAPD, which is kind of a demotion. So nobody really knows why she's at the LAPD. And she comes with a lot of mystery, a lot of baggage, and she's partnered up with Nancy McKenna, played by the incomparable Jessica Alba. And together they are an amazing, kick-ass, sexy, dope, fun partnership. And we fight crime, solve mysteries, and have some wacky hijinks along the way.
How is it working with her? I mean, Jessica Alba, she's a great actress, and the chemistry that you two have on screen is really amazing. How is it working with Jessica?
Jess is really, really fun, and we're kind of cut from the same cloth. You know, we're in on the joke. We get it. She's just a cool girl, and she's got a big life, and she's, she created $1 billion, company. She's a mom, she's a wife, she's cool. So I thought, who better to work with than Jessica Alba? It's a really good time. We have a lot of fun at work. We created the production that we always dreamed of, and we just made it happen for ourselves and everyone else. So our kids are there, our families can come, we are able to kick butt, show how women can be, two women of color, which has never been done before, be kick butt, badass heroes, and still do it efficiently and still have a whole full life. And it's been awesome.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how important that is for you, for two minority women to be having leading roles on a show like this. We're dealing with so much systemic racism going on. Yeah. It's got to feel really good for you.
It feels amazing. And not only are we the stars in front of the camera, we're two of the executive producers behind it. And not just about the story, but create the environment and the experience that we always wanted when perhaps, back in the day, we didn't have as big of a voice or could make as big of an impact on other people and their experience working.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, here we go.
You were right. It's leather. These are expensive.
This is the fun part of the show, Gabrielle. This segment is called Drink or Divulge. Question number one. You're an A-list Hollywood actress. You probably have a lot of other, actress friends out there going up for a lot of the same roles that you're going up for, I would assume, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Have you ever wished that they secretly botched the line or bombed or messed up on the audition to make sure you get the role?
Yeah, of course. But I never got the job. It didn't help me. See, being a hater does not pay off, you know? It like, and you can always tell if somebody didn't do well on an audition because they come out of the room and they're like, bombed. And you can tell. And like, there is a little part of you that's like, maybe. I mean, I haven't auditioned in many years, but I remember that feeling of like, ooh, they bombed. But it's not like I got the job because haters never prosper. They
don't win in the end.
They don't win in the end.
Well, you know what? You can take a drink for that answer anyway, because that's a good answer. Question number 2. You know, listen, we're all dealing with this quarantine life, and everybody's, you know, most people are working from home, you know, except for the essential workers that have to go in. During this whole quarantine lifestyle that we're all living in, how many days have you gone without a shower? Probably
like 2.5.
Oh, we tied.
I'm gonna drink because that felt empowering to share that. Cheers.
Drink that. And the hardest question of them all, out of all the NBA players, who was your favorite?
Michael Jordan, and everybody knows that. My husband knows that. We share a favorite. It's MJ. And anyone who says anyone else, it's like, let's stop it. Like, you just don't want to say MJ.
Dwayne is the man. Dwayne is the man.
Yeah.
What other projects do you have coming up that your fans need to be on the lookout for?
Well, we launched my hair care line, Flawless. It's at Sally's. It's it's on Amazon. We're so excited about that. There's 12 different products. Check them out. Nothing is over $10. Super affordable. Get into it. I'm a co-founder of Bitsy's, healthy, allergen-free, healthy snacks for kids. New York & Company. I have my own line at New York & Company. I'm a part of Fit On, a free fitness app. So there's a lot going on, and we have a lot in coming down the chute in terms of my production company. So be on the lookout. There, I got all kinds of things.
And I didn't really expect all those answers. I mean, how do you have time to do all of this?
You got to schedule. You got to schedule, time management, and a little vino.
Everybody make sure the season premiere of LA's Finest on Fox, Monday, September 21st. Don't miss it. It's going to be amazing. And we're looking so forward to the show, Gabrielle. Cheers to you, Gabrielle.
Cheers. Thank you as always.
What the hell is that? It's a freaking furry party. It's a furry party. You've got Google. Don't make me the pervert that has to explain everything.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Union, and I am in the Hot Zone.